Good morning, everybody. For the first time ever, we don't really have a theme for the show because it is all, shall we say, geekdar here on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
I wasn't ready. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I got this.
You got this. All right.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
Obviously, Mike talked first that time. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Boster, along with the one, the only, the guy who introduced me to some nice beard care, Mr. Mike Shanks. Mike, say hey, everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom land. You said that we didn't have a theme for the show. We do have a theme. It's GalaxyCon, that's for sure.
That is true.
That is true. And as far as me screwing up and missing our little what do you call those buffers? I don't know what you call those. Jeff knows all the technical terms for the radio stuff. But anyway, our little hello there. I actually got to hear that live.
So, oh, nice. I cannot tell you how much I've been waiting for the stories for today. Nice. So we have saved this for the podcast, you guys. Last week, Mike and his wonderful daughter, Megan, went to GalaxyCon in St. Louis, and I have been dying to hear the stories, but we saved it for the podcast. So,
oh my gosh. And I've got a fantastic Matt Ryan story. I almost called you after it happened, and I'm like, no. I have to save this for the podcast. I mean, this is going to be too good. Steven he's going to be extremely jealous of this. Not that my goal is to make you jealous.
Well, right. But
I don't know. Maybe
everybody's going to be able to read Steven's facial expressions when the time comes.
Just remember, we did get to meet Manu Bennett together. So just remember
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I did get to meet a second Arrowverse cast member. And yeah, this tops the Manu Bennett one.
Okay. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I love it. I love it. So we've got a jam-packed episode, actually, everybody. And so looking forward to it. Real quick, just as a quick reminder, I referenced the whole beard care thing. If you go to our website, twogeeksmike.com, www.twogeeks.com. That's the number 2, GEKSMIC.com. The cool thing is we have an affiliate sponsorship with Live Bearded, and I have been with my little itty bitty beard. I got the sample kit, and so you get 6 different scents, and for each one you get the wash, the conditioner, the oil, and the butter. I mean, so well, because I have such a little one, I just now this morning opened up Executive. That was the one you named as one of your favorites.
Yes.
And so I'm looking forward to it. So I've gone through all of them systematically, all the different scents and stuff. So I will.
What's Kelly's favorite though? That's the big question.
Well, I really haven't. I had her smell the Executive one last night, kind of thing, because that's when I opened it. So,
see, I would put it all on. I would do it, and then I'd run in the living room. All right, smell this.
Right. I did do that last night. It's like, okay, honey,
awesome.
Smell the goatee, kind of a thing. So they are actually really good scents.
Did you purchase something this week?
No.
I saw a purchase come through this week. So somebody
made a somebody's using it.
Whoever
yeah. Yeah. I wanted to get through all the different scents and see which one, because you said that your Legend, was it Legend in Executive?
Yes. Legend and Executive are my 2 favorites.
Yeah. Right now, I think 1880 and Executive are my 2 favorites.
1880 was strong to me. I tried it, and I wasn't a big fan of it, and I was hoping I would be, because I mean, right. 1880 ties into the whole Yellowstone and everything. Yeah. So they got 2 of them, I think, that kind of tie into Yellowstone.
Oh,
And
really? Yeah, this one's got like a bourbon
yeah,
bitter. It's kind of like a old fashioned kind of a thing, a little bit. So yeah,
it was just, I don't know, it was just a little strong for me. So, but
yeah, right.
my dog came in to say hi again.
Yeah, we all heard the door.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
No, no, no. It was great. It was like a sound effect that you would hear in a teleplay or a radio drama.
So you're saying maybe I need to cut that sound out in case we need a door.
I think so. Yes, absolutely. All right, everybody. Well, we're gonna just gonna go right from the top. So we're gonna go ahead with geeky news and get that one done, and then go from there. All right, here we go.
All right.
I felt whatever. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I gotta share my screen here. Oh, dang it. I just clicked off of it. What the heck?
It's all right.
All right.
There it is. Oh, no. I see what you mean. Sorry. If you want to, I got it here. There you go.
Yeah, let's do that.
I got it.
Let's do that
It's
one.
a whole scene thing. Yes.
All right. Unfortunately, this is sad news for the geeky news, and this is really sad news for me.
Yeah.
Being the fact that I've been a major Kiss fan since I was 7 years old, I'd say. I've been a Kiss fan as long as I've been a Star Wars fan. I almost said Striper. I've not been as long as Striper fan because they haven't been around as long as Kiss. Kiss has been around longer than Star Wars. So anyway, sad news this week, unfortunately, Thursday, legendary guitarist and co-founding member, one of the co-founding members of the legendary band Kiss, passed away at 74 years old today, or Thursday. Ace, that's Ace Frehley. Like I said, he was a founding member. He was with the band from 73, 74 to 1982, I believe, is when he left the first time. He left in 82 and then came back for the 96 reunion, stayed with them till 2000, left again, and that was it. That was Ace's tenure in the band. Ace is my favorite member of the band. He is the Spaceman. He's known as the Spaceman. If you're watching the video right now, you can see the picture. And I got a couple other pictures of Ace because I wanted to show some fun stuff. This was one of my favorite posters of Ace Frehley with his signature smoking guitar. I love the smoking guitar. That was just one of his little tricks, during the Kiss stage show. It was fantastic. It was great. And it set him out. He was unique as far as a guitar player goes. This is him in about 75 during the Alive tour. So very early days of Kiss. He was very young at that time. And then this is a more current, up-to-date photo of the Spaceman himself. So yeah, there's my sad news for today. Ace Frehley, original lead guitarist of Kiss, has passed away at 74 years old on Thursday, October, today's the 18th. So it would have been October 16th, 2025.
When was his band Ace Frehley's Comet? It was
Frehley's Comet came out in about 1982.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because so I had a few people message me on Thursday saying, well, actually I had a few people message me like a week or two ago. Because Ace died of a brain bleed. He actually had a couple accidents in his home studio. He currently was on tour too, by the way. But he had went back home for something. I guess he was doing some work at home and taking a short break on his tour, and he had tripped and fell, hurt himself, and then the doctors suggested that he cancel the tour, and then he fell again, and then the second fall apparently was more serious. And right around the same time this news came out, Gene Simmons, bass player, also co-founding member of Kiss. Gene Simmons had a car accident where he blacked out at the wheel of his car and went across several lanes of traffic and hit another vehicle. And so at the time I was like, oh, Ace fell, he'll be all right. No big deal. I was a little more concerned with Gene at the time than I was Ace.
It was a car. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really think a lot about Ace, but of course I didn't know he had a brain bleed at the time either, So, anyway, but I had a couple messages. This is kind of a long way around to get to Fraley's comment. Sorry. I had a couple messages from people saying, they're saying Ace isn't doing really well. They're saying he may not make it through the night. And I was like, dang. And, I says, until I see an official report, because all the reports I've been seeing are from, secondary podcasts and stuff like that.
Right. You're right.
Not to diminish us, but things like us.
I try to wait for official.
Right. Exactly. That's why I try to wait for official. And I immediately said, if Eddie Trunk posts it, I know it's true. So Eddie Trunk, he was the host to, that metal show on VH1 years ago, which I love. That metal show is fantastic. And Eddie Trunk, he's got his own radio show, and he's been in the music business for the last 30 years. He is the one. He worked for Megaforce Radio. That was his or not Megaforce music company. Anyway, that was his first music job that I know of. And he got Ace signed to the label. He was the one who pushed Ace to Megaforce and said, hey, you guys got to get Ace Frehley. And so lo and behold, Ace came out with his band Fraley's Comet, hence the play against Halley's Comet.
Mm-hmm.
And it included John Reagan on bass. John Reagan just passed away about 2 years ago. He was a cool guy too. John Reagan, Anton Fig from the David Letterman band, from the world's most dangerous band. He was the drummer for them. Anton played on the first album, and he played parts of the tour, but he was so busy with David Letterman that he couldn't fully commit to Fraley's Comet, unfortunately, because man, Anton is a fantastic drummer still to this day. And then Todd Howarth on also lead vocals and rhythm guitar. Todd was not my favorite Fraley's Comet member.
Okay.
Because Ace had he had another guitarist and another co-lead singer before Todd. And this guy's been in and out of the band since then, and his name's Richie Scarlett. And I always thought Richie was the better fit, but for some reason the record label liked Todd. I think they liked his vocals a little bit better. Richie has very rough, scratchy vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Todd is much more clean, and he was kind of a pretty boy, let's face it. So I think
pardon the pun.
Right. The record label's like, let's go with the pretty boy. Let's put him, and I say all this in tongue in cheek. I'm not trying to put Todd Howarth down or nothing, but just Richie was my favorite out of the two. Anyway, but yeah, Fraley's Comet came out around 1982. They had the Fraley's Comet self-titled album, Fraley's Comet. And then what was it? A year later, they came out with Second Sighting. Second Sighting featured more of Todd Howarth on vocals than it did Ace, unfortunately. I don't know why they went in that direction, but they did whatever they did. Then he had Fraley's Comet Live Plus One. It's fantastic. It's just 4 or 5 tracks. He does Rocket Ride. It's the first time he actually ever did Rocket Ride live on a recording, because the original Rocket Ride was recorded for Alive 2, Kiss Alive 2, but it was recorded on the fourth side, which was all studio. I guess they didn't have enough live tracks to fill 4 sides. So the fourth side, they went and recorded all new studio material, and Rocket Ride was one of those songs. And Rocket Ride is one of his signature songs. Rocket Ride, New York Groove, and probably Rip It Out. I'd say those are his top 3. And then Rock Soldiers from Fraley's Comment. Anyway, so yeah, that's the long way around. Oh, and then he put out the Ace Frehley Trouble Walking album, which is my second favorite Ace album. My favorite is the Kiss solo, because Kiss did in '78. Kiss did, each one of them did a solo record, but they put their faces on the record with the makeup, and in the corner they put Kiss. So it was like, and then they dedicated each of the albums to each other. Ace had the best of the 4. His hands down the best album. It goes Ace is number 1, Paul is number 2, Gene's number 3, and Peter's 4.
Nice.
Peter's very jazzy. I'm not a big fan of his solo album. Some of the tracks are really good, and Gene's is just, I don't know, it's out there. There's good music, but he was just, I don't know. I think he was just bringing in guests and having a good time. A lot of people say Paul's is the most Kiss-like, and I guess
I could see that.
I could see that, being that Paul was mostly the voice of Kiss. But man, Aces was just so good. It was just a flat out fun rock and roll record, and he had the biggest hit. He had New York Groove on it. So
nice.
Oh, one last thing. I wanted to show one more picture.
Yep.
So this is Ace Frehley. This picture was taken in 1997. It was on the second half of the reunion tour, which they dubbed the Lost Cities tour. So they kind of went to cities where a lot of bands didn't go. They went to like the smaller markets and stuff that a whole bunch of bands didn't go. And they came back to St. Louis for the show. They were playing at Riverport Amphitheater. And yes, it's Riverport. I don't care what they call it today. That amphitheater will always be called Riverport in my mind.
Yeah.
They've changed the name like 10 times.
10 different owners, probably. They keep selling it.
That's what it is. It's naming rights. But I refuse to call it anything but Riverport, because that's what it originally was. Anyway, it was so hot. That was like a July or August show. And, in the Midwest here, it gets freaking hot in the summertime.
Because the humidity and stuff,
yes. Oh, my God. And Kiss had left the stage, and then they came back out for the encore, and Ace came out, and he completely removed the top of his costume and was just wearing nothing but the Kiss t-shirt with the kind of rhinestone logo, Kiss logo on it.
Blinged out. They were blinging things out before it became a thing.
That's right. They were doing that back in the 70s, man. But and that's something Kiss didn't do. They did not appear on stage without their full costumes. That's just something they didn't do. And I think Ace was like, it is too freaking hot in this place. No.
Right.
If I'm coming back out there, I'm taking the top. And honestly, his costume covers more of his body than any of the other 4 members.
Oh,
Gene and Paul practically are wearing nothing on their chest whatsoever. And Peter did have he had kind of a undergarment under his I don't know what you call it, the crossed bullets or whatever it is that he wears or wore at that time anyway. But Ace is like fully covered, almost head to toe. So he was like, no, I'm wearing something a little cooler when I go back out there.
Right on.
And it's just a fun photo, and I was there to experience it, and that's one of my cool moments.
The only known time when he did such a thing.
Yeah. I don't know of any, at least with Kiss, his solo stuff, he can do whatever he wants on his solo tour. That's just him, whatever he wants to do. So
right. But that was a big thing with Kiss, though. I mean, they were always supposed to be out there with their costumes at the time.
Oh yeah. Just like they did not share the stage with anyone when they were in costume, and they kind of broke that rule when they toured with Def Leppard. So on the reunion show, the first reunion, or not not the reunion show, the farewell show, the first farewell show in 2000. In my opinion, the real farewell, because that was the real farewell. Because after that, the original band was, broken up, and then later we had Tommy come in and replace Ace, and then we had Eric Singer come in and replace Peter. But during that farewell show, we saw him in Carbondale, Illinois, at Carbondale College at what's the college in Carbondale?
SIUC.
Yeah, SIUC. And Ted Nugent was opening for him, Sweaty Teddy, Uncle Ted. And Ted wanted to come out during their encore and play a song with them. And they were like, no, we don't let anybody on our stage. Well, what was it? I don't remember. They toured with Def Leppard. And of course, this is the Tommy Thayer, Eric Singer lineup with the makeup. And they were touring with Def Leppard, and Phil Collin, the guitarist for Def Leppard, he not only came out on stage with Kiss, he came out with wearing a set of, I think, Paul Stanley's boots and one of Paul's guitars or something. And that was a huge no-no. So they finally laxed up on some of that stuff. So
Gotcha.
But anyway,
Gotcha. Real
that's
quick,
some of my Kiss stories.
Brenda says this twice. You did get to meet Ace. She says in all caps.
I did. Yes, I did. 1996, just before he rejoined Kiss for the reunion, I did get to meet him. That was a late night too.
I bet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Ace wasn't the best for time management. Let's just put it that way. He kept us waiting a long time.
Yeah.
But it was cool meeting him. And I got my Creatures of the Night album cover autographed by him that night, which I had previously gotten Gene and Paul's at the Kiss convention in 95. Yeah. So
yeah.
The only one I couldn't get is Eric Carr, and that's only because Eric Carr had passed by that time. Eric Carr passed in 1991, so due to brain cancer.
Right. All right.
On the same day as Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't, because Freddie's death overshadowed Eric's, unfortunately. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Any other geeky news?
That's all I got. Unless you got something.
No, it's all good. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and, as we said, everybody, the rest of the entire show is going to be.
With the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
Oops.
Oh, what happened there?
That was one where you put it on the screen where I've got a slide for it already, so it's all good.
All right.
And everything. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and because we are already almost 24 minutes in, or it says 24 minutes in. So I am curious about how things went at GalaxyCon.
All right. Well, wait.
What?
You got a Geekdar you have to talk about.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got to talk about it.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. Okay. You're very gracious. Thank you. I'm so busy. So, hey, everybody. One of the cool things is that, oh man, it's gotten kind of here. Let me fix this real quick.
Technically, this is geeky news too, actually.
I guess it is. So on Amazon, everybody,
downplaying this, people.
Well, I guess so. So, after talking about this for 18 months,
that's all right.
My supernatural thriller book, Spiritual Sight, is now available on Kindle. Where if you want to get on Kindle, yay! I did release it.
Wait a minute. Can we do where? We got an applause somewhere. Where is it at? I don't know where it's at, Steven.
It's under the music section. Here we go.
There we go.
So so it is on Kindle right now. It's $3.99, or if you have Kindle Unlimited, I even have it on there. The the physical copy, my proof copy, comes in today. So I went ahead and it's like, I'll go ahead and pop it out there for anyone who has a Kindle or wants it like as an e-version. And then hopefully once I approve the proof copy, we should be good for the printed paperback. And then, which is really cool. Now, but if you are a Ko-fi subscriber, or you have given at any time, or you can have, you will, well, I can't say that. If you've, for any supporters, one off, or for those who do our monthly subscription, you actually can get a PDF copy of the book right now. So that is on our Ko-fi page, which I didn't show that. I'll get that up real quick. Ko-fi.com. And I will show that on our You can go down and there it is. So for supporters, the Veilbearer Chronicles one is finished. So it's a fun story. It's a story that I've had in the back of my mind, gosh, for ages. And so I finally just sat down and wrote it. Now I had to do some major rewrites for it.
Right.
So that's why it took a little bit longer to get in. But there's the book. If you're interested in it, let me know. So it follows it's what's funny is Mike and I were writing their books at the same time, but we really hadn't talked about our characters and stuff like that. Well, what's funny is my main character, his name is Ethan. And in Mike's book, the
immortality code.
Immortality code, his character is Ethan. So, which was kind of funny. There's no relation between the two.
No, not whatsoever.
So
yeah, we had no idea each other.
Yeah,
that was
great. It was pretty funny when we finally realized that. Once yours came out and I was reading some of yours, it was funny. So it follows the story of a guy by the name of Ethan Parker, who is just finished seminary. He's been helping out the seminary, working at the seminary and helping and stuff, and just going through a crisis of, okay, now what? What do I do now? And he's got a really good friend who kind of helps him, and then all of a sudden he begins to see things. Supernatural things. And he's like, no, he just thinks it's in his head, or he thinks he's going crazy. He thinks he's fatigued. He's like, what's going on? And lo and behold, he begins to see this, how shall I say, these dark figures, kind of a thing. So anyway, it's pretty cool. It's it was fun to write in different parts. I learned a lot about writing fiction through it, and I'm an amateur writer, so I'm not a real author, but I am a published author now. Actually, this is my second book. My first book was a nonfiction book. This is my first foray into fiction and supernatural fiction. And so if you like Christian authors like Ted Decker, or even Frank Peretti, it's that same kind of style, but different. It is fiction. So it's urban fantasy fiction technically, but it's got a supernatural thriller twist in it. So anyway, you can check that out now. I'd love to hear from you guys. If just your thoughts on it, and shoot some reviews for anybody that has it, or any of the subscribers that you've got a chance to read it and stuff. So pretty excited about that.
The Kindle is available now.
It is. Yes.
When will the hardback be available? I don't see a date for when the hardback.
It is not. I didn't put it on there yet because
okay.
Because you have to have it.
Sorry. I forgot.
No, that's okay. You have to, in order to release, you got to have everything ready and done. And I'm not so sure about my cover art. So this cover art, if it fits correctly. So I want my proof copy to see how it all looks before I actually say, yes, let's go, kind of a thing.
Gotcha. So your cover art could change.
So
you should have a disclaimer. It says cover art may not be actual cover art. Sometimes they put some disclaimers.
Yeah.
Like
it will be. I just have to get it fixed. Amazon is not forgiving in your cover art size. Like, it has to fit.
Oh yeah,
kind of a thing. And for some reason, mine was 0.2 of an inch off, and it was just crazy. It was driving me nuts, because then it would have had a white line, and it won't take it. It won't let you say, I'll
Right.
just go ahead and have it. It won't let you do that. And so it was kind of,
See, I did mine through Get Covers, and I
did mine through
Really?
Get Covers. Yes. And it's just
wow.
hair of an inch off. So I'm gonna have to go. I mean, I've got technically it's the PDF copy that they made. I think they messed up, but I mean, I have all the other files. That's the nice thing about Get Covers. You get everything. You get your
Right. Oh yeah.
the print shop file and all that kind of stuff. I just don't have some of those programs, so I haven't really played around with it just yet, where I can make it a little bit bigger and then I can retry.
Yeah, but
it.
you should contact them because they should fix that.
Yeah.
And they're good about fixing things. I had them fix my cover a couple times. There was some things I didn't care for.
Yeah. When we did this one, it was
really
the same way.
they work really well with you.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's just been like a year since, since I got it done.
Yeah, that could be.
So I thought, well, let me see what I can do with it. I'm always the one. Let me see if I can fix it before I have to, they come back and says, well, you may need to pay us again. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that. I get it. Yeah, that's true. If it's it's a year out since they did it, yeah, they may not. They may not. So yeah, but thanks. Okay.
That's good.
Well, I have a motto: if you don't ask, you don't know. So
that's true, and you have lived by that since we started the podcast day one.
That's right. I sure have. Well, that is exciting news. I can't wait to get my copy. I have to say, I have to finish Jeffrey's book first. I'm about 12 chapters in his book.
I'm about the same spot. It's 32% according to my Kindle.
Every day at work during lunchtime, I try and read a chapter. So
nice. So you just got past the part where they had the gang, they attacked the gang headquarters and stuff. So there's a line in there that cracks me up that comes out of Zig's character, Darkwind, which I think openly is, my favorite so far. It's cracking me up.
Cool.
And where he, it says something about, I wanted to memorize it. I was like, I gotta get this memorized, but it's a point where he blows somebody up and it looks like just the legs are left over and it looks like they're walking in the air as it blows up. Kind of thing, something like that. I think Darkwind and Primus are my two favorites, but I think I might be tainted because I'm friends with both of them. So I wondered that too, but I'm really liking. I think the mage. Oh gosh, what's her name?
Athena.
Yes, Athena. Yes, I'm enjoying that character because there was a little bit of banter that she did. She's kind of playful with all the other characters, in some ways, and so there was a thing where she kind of enjoys it. And so I that was pretty fun. So those are probably my top three, though. The other characters are great, though. He's got a great, he wrote the personality type of each one of those very well. Just the different characters because they are all so different, and he sticks to it. Like each character
there's
sticks
not a character that I don't like in it. It's just I tend to gravitate towards Primus and Darkwind.
Yes, agreed. So,
but again, I don't know if that's because I'm personal friends with both of them.
Maybe
that's possible. Anyway,
yeah, cool. All right, well. All right, we already played the Geekdar, so you ready to roll into the old Comic-Con?
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm looking forward to this. All right, let me go to the share the screen. This is story time, everybody. I'm loving it.
Okay, so this first image technically is a video, but I can't play it because every time I try to share the screen and it won't share my audio. So but this was at the opening of GalaxyCon. Now, Megan and I went to GalaxyCon. I did have different plans last weekend, but those got canceled. So Megan's like, Dad, go to GalaxyCon with me. I'll pay for tickets. So, sorry. I was just seeing comments coming from two Geeks.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I got it. Yeah, okay. I got that. You tell your stories. I'll take care of the chat today.
Anyway, so we went and Megan got tickets for all 3 days. To quote Danny Glover, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Did you get tired by Sunday?
I was tired Friday, and Friday was only a partial day.
Yeah, we didn't even do much on Friday.
Oh, yes, we did. We did. Dad, we got to be here. We got to go here. We got to go here. I was like, oh my God, this is killing me.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, we had a great time though. So, but opening, we were standing in line and they did a special opening. This is GalaxyCon's first time in St. Louis is what this was. Now we used to get, what is it? Wizard Worlds, which is the one you went with us.
That was 10 years ago.
Yeah. 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And, Wizard World stopped right at the pandemic. It stopped coming to St. Louis. I don't know if it quit altogether or what happened. Wizard World might be gone.
Sure.
But so now we've got GalaxyCon. So that is now our big con,
nice
quote unquote comic con. It's not really much of a comic con, but anyway, it's more animation and
overall convention.
Yeah, it was animation, movie, that television, kind of stuff. But anyway, so Lou Ferrigno was one of the main guests there, one of the big stars. And he kind of opened up Comic-Con and came out and talked a little bit, and that was fun to see the Incredible Hulk in the flesh. That was cool. I like that. I'm a fan of the original Incredible Hulk series that starred Lou and Bill Bixby. Bill Bixby played David Bruce Banner. And of course, Lou gives it 110%. I had to throw that out for my wife because it drives her crazy. Oh, dang, it didn't go to the spot.
Animated universe. This actually
Here, I'll play just a little bit of it.
I hear the audio.
Oh, do you hear the audio?
I do.
You do?
Hello, everyone. I am so honored and excited to be here. And Mike Loder, thank you so much for having us and bringing GalaxyCon to St. Louis. St. Louis is my home away from home. Do we have any St. Louis Cardinals fans here? Don't know, but I have a feeling if you live in St. Louis, you know. My husband is David Eckstein. World Series champion of the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals and World Series MVP. Unfortunately, he can't be here with me this weekend, but he says to tell you all hello and go Cards.
So you did hear that, Steven?
I did. You bet.
Oh, good. Sweet. Okay. So that's Ashley Eckstein. She's the voice of Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And yes, her husband is David Eckstein, who played for the St. Louis Cardinals, the 2006 world champion St. Louis Cardinals. My dream World Series, by the way, because that's when they played Detroit Tigers, and Detroit is my favorite American League team. So, and of course, the Cardinals winning was the cherry on top. But yeah, Ashley was fantastic. Love seeing her. Couldn't afford to go get her her autograph or picture though, because she was upwards of $100 to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All the Clone Wars.
She was expensive.
Yeah, she was one of the expensive ones. But it was cool that we got Ashley. So
yeah.
Then I'll play the next one.
Okay.
It is awesome to be back here in my hometown of St. Louis.
Sean Gunn, right?
Sean Gunn.
Nice.
And I've been in town for about 24 hours, so I have had Emo's Pizza already.
I remember Emo's.
Nice. For sure. I didn't know that David Eckstein is blowing my mind right now. So that's amazing. Yes, go Cardinals, go Blues, despite what happened last night. And yeah, it's awesome to be here. So it's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Cardinals are completely out. Yeah, I was like, go Cards. Well, heck, they didn't even make it to the playoffs, guys. But anyway.
Was Sean Gunn, wasn't he in the season 2 of Peacemaker?
I
don't know. I haven't seen it.
I don't know if he was in. I have not watched season 2 yet.
Okay.
But he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's Guardians of the Galaxy, and his brother is the head of DC Studios right now.
Correct. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. James
Right
Gunn.
on.
So we also had Sean Gunn, which is pretty cool.
I remember him from when he was in Gilmore Girls. He was cracked me up in that show Gilmore Girls.
I never watched Gilmore Girls, so I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have the
Listen, I'm not losing my man card on that because it was actually a good pop culture show.
What'd you say, Megan?
He is in an episode of Peacemaker. He is Maxwell Lord.
Okay.
He's also in Superman.
He's what?
He was also in Superman.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, he was. In
That's
like a
cool.
news clip of the new Superman movie, there was a news clip and he was in there. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, his brother directed it, so.
Right.
So for Guardians, he's Kraglin, but he also voiced the young Rocket in the third movie. I didn't know that.
Really? I didn't realize that either.
And he was also the green screen for Rocket, I think.
Yeah, it says on-set Rocket.
Yeah.
I guess it pays when your brother is the director.
Director. Yes.
It does. Okay, and here is the ribbon cutting for the first ever St. Louis Galaxy Con.
Where was this at?
This was at America Center at the Dome.
Okay.
So America Center it's the same place that they had the Wizard World when we went to Wizard World. So same place. Okay, so let's see if anyone recognizes this guy. I was so excited. You can ask Megan. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's 7 Zark 7." So for anyone who doesn't know, this was the R2 Builders Club.
Okay.
And they built a 7 Zark 7. 7 Zark 7 was a character that was added to the American version of G-Force, also known as Battle of the Planets.
Yeah.
1970s goodness, man. I love it.
I know. I love Battle of the Planets. Loved it.
What was great, though, was I just freaked. I was like, oh, my gosh, it's 7 Zark 7. And I was like, Megan, take my picture. And I'm standing over there, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, you forgot that it was a R2 Builders Club.
Yes, I did. I was so excited that I'm standing next to 7 Zark 7. I completely forgot it was the R2 Builders Club. And all of a sudden, 7 Zark 7 starts to move. And not only does he move, he plays the theme music of Battle of the Planets.
That's awesome.
And talked. I was like, oh my gosh, 7 Zark 7 has come to life. I love it.
That is cool. That's great.
I tried to get a video of it, but I screwed up the video, so I don't have a video of it. Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
We met them last year, 10 years ago.
Yes.
The same place. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there's 7 Zark 7. That was
we also met Tech 9. Tech 9 was right across the way from him, I think.
Do what?
Tech 9. I think he was right across the way from where they were. Musician Tech 9. He's big in Kansas City.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
There's another picture.
Look at that grin.
Oh, I was so happy, man. And then I got another picture later, but you can see the dog, 7 Zark 7's dog in the background too. They even built him. I was so mad. We went by like the next day and somebody had broken 7 Zark 7's arm. His arm was missing. I was like, what? Oh, I was so mad. Parents, don't let your kids touch the droids. I'm just saying.
Right.
Be respectful. And there's a nice shot of 7 Zark 7. Just, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do have the
broken arm.
Hold on. Maybe I do have the sound.
7 Zark 7.
That is awesome. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, you just got the tail end of it, but I did get that.
You got the floor. Nice.
Yeah, I got the floor. Great picture, huh?
Right.
And part of 7 Zark 7's foot right there.
I see the shot.
And here I am with some R2 units.
Yep.
They didn't have R2D2 himself, but
yeah, that was weird.
They did. Yeah, they did 10 years. Megan, say talk in the microphone. It's hard to hear you, Megan.
Sorry, they had an unfinished BB-8 that you could see in the background of the.
Yeah,
I saw it in the Seven Dark Seven picture. I saw that. Yes. Okay.
Right,
which is weird because I'm pretty sure they have a full BB-8.
They do. They
videos of it.
They're just kind of showing you it's all building. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you got to figure the group is probably at different cons too, and they probably got different R2 units at different cons. And
R2 and BB-8 were probably in New York.
Yep, you're
probably
right.
Because it was New York.
Same time.
That's right.
Yeah, the New York one was going on. Okay. Yeah, there's another picture of me. Oh, I love this. So they had the Vito painting from Ghostbusters
2. Yeah, I loved it.
I was like, oh, I gotta get next to Vito. And then of course I had a Ghostbuster jump in.
Nice. Loved it.
I thought that was great. So much fun. And then another picture of us with Vito.
I love it when people cosplay because they're super nice. You can get pictures with them. And
they're great.
I mean,
Megan got a bunch of gifts too.
Nice.
And then they had the Ecto one. And oh my gosh, every like few minutes you're walking around the center, you hear.
Play the soundbite. You have it.
I do. Yeah, I do somewhere. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Anyway. And we had to get a picture with Louie. Louie is the St. Louis Blues mascot. He was running around there and I'm like, oh, Louie, cool. So go Blues. Their season has just started. Hopefully we have a good winning season. And another picture of us with Bluey. Okay, this is Megan's part. So I'll let her take over here. So who is this, Megan?
So Friday.
In the microphone.
Friday, the Hazbin crew wasn't there because they were in New York for the Hazbin panel up there.
Okay.
But actually, two of the cast for Hell of a Boss were there. Richard Horvitz, which is the one in the picture, who also voiced Invader Zim.
Okay.
And that's why he's doing because he's doing the Zim voice with it. Because he asked me, he goes, so what's your favorite show of mine? And I said Invader Zim and Hell of a Boss. And he goes, Invader Zim, we're sticking with that. and
Nice.
And he did the I am Zim. I love Invader Zim so much.
Did you get a video of that?
No, that would have been extra. But
okay.
I only have money for the holidays.
So you had to pay for each person when you went around. Then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Richard was.
You could do either autographs. Yeah. You could do selfies. I didn't realize they were doing videos.
Yeah, some of them do. A lot of people get videos with the Hellverse.
I could see that because you're wanting their voices.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of them I've seen. Actually, I think there was a couple of them I saw that had no recordings on there. They had the sticky notes, so they weren't doing recordings for this one. I think Christian, which we'll get to later.
Well, there could be legalities with that too.
There could be, yeah. They're under
season 2 is in 11 days,
right? But
but
you got to remember they're contracted by whatever company owns
A24,
right? So
on Amazon,
and they could dictate whether you do voice stuff and get paid on the side for doing those characters' voices because they own those character voices. So I'm just saying, I don't know. There could be legalities to reasoning. It. You never know.
But I did get a picture with him and he posed for it.
Nice.
And I got a hug.
Nice.
Right on.
All right. So let's move to the next one.
So that is Brandon Rogers. He is the main voice in Hell of a Boss. He plays Blitz.
Okay.
He is Blitz. It is very much he is his character.
Okay.
I think his character was kind of molded for him. And he took the phone and he took like 10 pictures.
I do like this shot. This is a great shot.
That was the best shot.
That's a fun. Yeah. All right.
I love your grin, Megan.
I was laughing because he literally just took my phone and just bammed.
Well, some of them you can't help but laugh, and I got one. Yeah. So this is me with Boba Fett. I think I met this Boba Fett at Megan and I went.
Game.
Yeah, Megan and I went to the Grizzlies game. Grizzlies is like our semi-pro team.
Mom was there too. That was for outing.
Yeah. We just went to that was Anyway, but I think I met the same Boba Fett there. But he had this whole setup here with the throne and Jabba's throne.
There was a group area,
right?
And it was mostly the 501st.
Yeah,
and all the resulting.
So, and then there's a close up of me and Boba, and then me and Boba, and then this is one of my favorites, me with the Han and Carbonite, and I did that, and I made my face and did kind of mimicked Han's hands there, and Boba goes, "You look good like that. Maybe you're next," and I go, "I hope not."
Mom wanted you to highlight your shirt in these pictures from Friday.
Oh, well, I'll get to that. I have a story.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a story. So, and here, okay, we can get to it. So this is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was he was not only the physical actor, but he was the voice actor for John Constantine from DC Comics.
Yeah.
And in the Arrowverse, so it's the second Arrowverse actor that I got to meet. It was funny. Megan and I were walking through the area where Matt was at, and I'm wearing my Death of Superman's t-shirt that Steven so kindly printed for me. Yeah. And I was wearing my 89 Batman hat. And I'm walking by. Matt had absolutely no one at his booth. Okay.
Really?
Really at this time. And he sees me and he points at me and goes, two of my favorite superheroes. And I went, cool, thanks. And he kind of motioned for me to come over there. It's like, okay. So I come walking over to him, and his handler kind of gives me this. Yeah. He kind of gives me this look like, you're not paying. And I'm just looking at him like, he called me over. I didn't.
Right. We were getting like death glares from his handler.
Right. It was so funny. And Matt starts talking to me. And he goes, Superman and Batman. Those are two of my favorite characters. He goes, however, I have a third character that's also my favorite, but he doesn't wear tights or capes. And I laughed. And I go, that's because you are him. And he looks at me. He goes, well, I'm not really him. I go, oh, no. You really are him. And and he goes, well, not really. I go, okay, you're right. Because if you are, you'd be damned to hell, and we wouldn't like that. But okay, fair enough. And I said, but no, man, in all honesty, you really embody that character more than anybody and everything. And he's like, well, thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. And I'm like, no, I really generally mean it. You are my favorite version of that character. I says, I was introduced really to the character through your performance. Actually, I said, I didn't know a lot about Constantine before your performance. And I go, I didn't even really realize that Keanu Reeves had done the character before you. And after I'd seen your performance, for the longest time, I refused to watch Keanu Reeves' version. And he goes, really? I says, yeah. I go, I didn't want to see it because I'm like, no, Matt Ryan is Constantine.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, wow. He goes, okay. And I says, but I go, my friend Steven finally convinced me, and I watched Keanu Reeves' version of it. I like it. I mean, it's a good movie. I go, but he's not Constantine.
Yeah.
And I go, and I'm looking forward to the second one when he does it. It'll be fun and all. And he's just like, well, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the compliments. Those are very kind. So, and then somebody else had come up, and I was like, okay, I need to get out of the way because I'm not a paying customer, and I gotta quit,
Yeah.
honing in on paying customers and stuff. So
Otherwise, your handler might stab us.
right.
Right.
So we walked around for a little bit, and here, let me see if I got more pictures of Matt too.
Yeah.
So we walked around a little bit, and I come back by him, and I was like, I love this picture. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We came back by him, and I'm like, I got $20 cash on me. If they'll let me split my payment and pay cash and card,
Yeah.
I think I can handle the $50 fee for a selfie.
Yeah.
Because it was $50 for a selfie with Matt. And so I went up to him and I was like, hey, can I split my payment? Can I pay part in cash and part on my card? And the guy's like, I think you can do that. And he's trying to figure it out. And Matt goes, yeah, he can do it. And he's reaching over to him. And the guy's like, I got this. And Matt looks at us and goes, did you see that? And we're like, yeah, we saw it. So he gets it figured out. I pay him and everything. And he looks at Matt and he's like, they want a selfie. And he's like, great. He goes, you come around to take the selfie. And in the meantime, here, give me your phone. And Matt started just snapping pictures of me and him. And so hence I got 10 pictures with Matt Ryan. And he was just so much fun. And then here's
Is that the official selfie?
Yeah, well, that's one of them.
Well, that's the one that one of the ones that the handler.
Yeah, the handler took, I think, 3 here.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were posing. So I'm just smiling.
And they almost all of them say, let's do a silly face for the last one. So that was our silly face. But yeah. So we had an absolute blast with Matt Ryan. He was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I so wanted to call you and tell you. I immediately sent you a text and went, check out who I met.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But
that
I was like,
great.
No, let's save it for the podcast.
I know. Once you sent that, I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear the story, because I'll agree with you. I mean, he is the best Constantine. I mean,
he's so good.
He is. I mean, anytime if I see a comic book with Constantine, or if I see, any kind of storytelling with it, I always hear his voice, because I love the TV series, not the Legends of Tomorrow stuff. I mean, that wasn't that bad, but I really love the television series Constantine with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was good. I wished he could have got a second season. I was so disappointed he didn't get a second season. And I have to say this. So the guy just before me, let me go back to the Matt picture.
Mm-hmm.
The guy just before me was talking to him. He was getting autographs and stuff. And he had said something. Apparently he must have had a favorite podcast. And he told Matt, he's like, you need to go on this podcast. And Matt's like, well, right now I'm not doing any podcasts. I'm not doing any interviews at the moment. He says, because I might have something in the works. And he goes, so maybe next year. And so when I got up to him, I told him about our podcast. I gave him one of my bookmarks for my book, The Immortality Code. A little shameless plug there.
We didn't have our stickers.
Yeah, I couldn't find my stickers. I don't have a lot left. I need to get some more. But anyway, and I told him about our podcast and everything. And I was like, and you are so welcome to come on our podcast. We would absolutely love to have you. And he goes, well, like I told the last guy.
Right. Yeah.
And I says, okay, no problem. And I was like, you can get to our website from, if you scan my bookmark, you can get to our website from it. But I says, yeah, no problem. I completely understand. I go, but if you ever want to be on the podcast, please contact me, because we would absolutely love to have you. And he said, maybe next year. And he goes, maybe I will have a particular project to talk about then. And I was like, nice. So he didn't allude to what
he
it
can't
is.
say anything.
Right. He didn't say whether it was DC Comics. He didn't say whether, it was just another movie or TV show or what. He just said, I have a project that is possibly in works. So hopefully we see something from Matt Ryan in the near future. Anyway, All right. So next one. Well, this one I won't show. This is Weird Al. It's part of the Weird Al panel, which was fantastic, by the way. Weird Al was he was the top guest there. And he was expensive to go meet. So, and there was his panel banner. I loved his banner.
Oh, that's cool.
Shows classic Weird Al and shows more current Weird Al on it. Great.
How much was it to go see him at the table and do the picture and stuff like that?
I don't even look. I don't even remember.
It was
GalaxyCon still has the things listed.
Yeah, you looked that up. It was over $100 to see to either get Weird Al's autograph or
nope, it's already set up for next year.
Oh, is it really?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they had Weird Al sectioned off into like his own little area. Private booth almost.
I want to say the combo was like
the combo for
of a photo and a selfie.
Gotcha.
I want to say that was like just over 100.
Right.
Okay.
I know it was, and Megan had heard. So some of them you could actually wait in line and tell them that you just want to go up and say hi, which I did with James Earl Taylor. I actually did that. So I did get to go up and speak to James, and I gave him one of my bookmarks and everything. And it was so cool because when I walked up to James R. Taylor, he says, "Hello there."
Nice.
That's what I meant when I said I got to hear it live.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I go, "Oh, I love that. Hello there. Back to you." It was so awesome. He's such a nice guy. Both him and Matt were,
to talk to him was cool.
Great. So that was fun. But Megan overheard they were telling people standing in Weird Al, if you're wanting to just go say hi, it's $50 just to say hi.
Yeah.
So and on one side of the coin, I get it. He had a huge line. He did not have the longest line though. The longest line went to Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell was there.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, his line was crazy long. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So Bruce Campbell's was the longest line. I'd say Weird Al's probably the second longest line.
Okay.
And then Terrifier was there, and Terrifier's line was pretty long. William Shatner was there. I never seen him at his booth though. Not once. It was so funny. But we had walked by Weird Al's booth at one point, and like I said, they've got him like sectioned off, but you could see into the spot where you would walk in.
They literally had him in a curtain box.
Right. It was crazy.
Well, that's kind of how it was for Manu Bennett, because we went through to meet him. You know, there was the way in, the way out.
That was the photos, though.
That was the photos, yeah.
Right. This wasn't even, I mean, these were.
They did have the photo ops.
Right. The photo ops were in a different location.
I don't think they had the tables when we did Wizard World. I don't think Wizard World had the tables.
Yeah, I think Wizard World was set up a little bit differently.
Which I like.
This was.
Because it gives you another opportunity, a cheaper opportunity to get a picture.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, Weird Al was there. That was pretty cool. That's more of
you went to
Weird
his
Al's
panel and I went to the Hazbin sing along.
Yes, Megan went to the Hazbin sing along while I was at the Weird Al panel.
I wanted to go to the panel, but I wanted to be around my people.
It was a fun panel. It was a fun panel. I liked it. And then I ran into a couple lanterns. So
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, these guys were awesome. They were probably they were actually one of the first cosplayers I took a picture of, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And they're like, "Sure," and snapped a picture with them. And
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah. So Megan and I had went somewhere else, and
I think it was the Comic Con. In Belleville last year.
It was the Belleville Comic Con we went to last year, and I would get pictures of cosplayers, and Megan's like, "You need to ask them if you can post it." I was like, all right. So this con, I made sure everybody I took a photo of, I said, do you mind if I post the picture? And then I would tell them where they would see it. And then I finally started telling them, you may not see it right away, and it may be in a video collage. I don't know yet. So
Yeah.
because I didn't want to post everything as it was happening. You know, I did do a nice video collage of majority of our pictures.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it was good.
So, but anyway, so yeah, the lanterns, and they were super thrilled when I asked them. You know, they're like, "Oh wow, thanks for asking, and thanks for telling us where we can see it." They really like that. So
I just think it's a respect thing.
I agree.
It's respectful to as like
yeah
obviously if you're dressed if you're cosplaying dressed up, you're gonna get somebody that wants a picture.
Well, let's face it, most cosplayers, that's the reason they do it. they want to pose with people.
There's people are weird.
Yeah, well,
they can be okay with one thing but not with another.
All right, moving along. This was a Loki that we met.
Okay. I had to get a picture with Loki.
So it's kind of a gender flip on the Loki character.
Yeah.
She had a good costume too.
And not Sylvie.
Yeah, it's not Sylvie. It's
Lady Loki.
It's the gender swap of Loki. So not Sylvie. But I would have been thrilled if a Sylvie cosplayer would have been there. That would have been awesome.
I think that was the only Loki that I saw, which is weird.
No, I saw another Loki.
You did?
The costume wasn't near as good as this one, though.
So. I like how they have the Tesseract.
All right, moving on. This was us at the little Galaxy Con. You know,
that was at the entrance one, right?
Yeah,
where they did the ribbon cutting.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, kind of like the Hollywood photos, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And then me and Darth Vader and a snow trooper. Nice. I love snow troopers. They're some of my favorite stormtroopers. They're awesome. And yeah, another one of us, and that's at the 501st. The 501st.
Well, so they had the way that they had that section set up. There was the Boba Fett with the Han and Carbonite on one side.
Oh yeah.
They had a booth.
Shoot
I don't
think
think you got any pictures of the shoot a trooper.
I didn't.
But they had Nerf guns that you could shoot at stormtroopers for charity.
Right.
Oh, that's cool. I love it.
On this side was this little setup.
At one point, one of the handlers asked me if I wanted to shoot a stormtrooper. I said, "No, sorry, I shoot like stormtroopers, so I'd miss."
We don't have any pictures of it, but on the corner they had a panel. Was it the Death Star panel?
I don't know.
Or a TIE fighter, something like that.
So this photo, Megan and I ended up on the news.
I see that. Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times you can see us in the
Fox.
I don't remember.
Fox 2 was there, and they had actually They had interviewed somebody right next to us in line. And later on that night, we were watching the news, and I'm like, "Oh wow, we made it on the news!" So there we are.
That's fun.
And this was a view of everybody coming into the con from up on the second floor.
I didn't even know you took that picture.
Yeah. We were waiting in line for your Hazbin panel, and I went down and took a picture of everybody coming in, and everybody lined up to get in and stuff like that. And here's the Hazbin Hotel panel banner. Yeah, nice banner. I like that.
It is a nice banner, yeah.
And then this was a cosplayer that we met, Megan.
So I was dressed as Alastor. I found another Alastor, so I had to get a picture. We were in the line to meet Amir, who is the voice of Alastor.
Right.
Lots of Alastor.
She had a great costume. I was really impressed. I was really impressed with her teeth there.
That cosplayer actually won the big cosplay contest on Saturday. And apparently they're stitching.
Yeah.
So the coat.
So she completely made that costume. That is not like a costume you buy off the rack.
And it had like 1930s stitching, because Alastor is based off the 1930s.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
She went into some detail. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a cool costume. I liked it. And then yeah,
I found a Vox cosplay. Well, a human Vox.
and you'll have to explain who Vox is.
Vox is a giant TV head demon. This is his hat. I made it.
Okay.
I'm very proud of this hat.
Yes, she is.
I'm
Cool,
not
yeah.
even like the biggest Vox fan. I'm slowly liking them more. I'm liking the villains more. But I have a picture of Christian somewhere in there who is the voice of Vox.
Oh, I like this one too.
Oh, yeah.
This is
So
a
that
good
same
picture.
Alastor cosplayer had a Rosie accompanying him. Rosie's one of the other characters. I don't know if her voice actor has ever been to a convention, but I thought they both looked great, so I had to get pictures of them.
Even though I'm not a fan of the show, I gotta say the costumes that I've seen people do of the show,
People are
Mhm.
very
really
creative.
good. They did a good job. So, okay, and this is one of the voices. This is Amir.
Okay. Here, I'm going to move me up corner.
He's the voice of Alastor.
He was
the radio
funny.
Demon.
He was funny.
Yeah, as you choose.
Yeah, it was funny. She that was the first one she stood in line for, and I stood there with her, and she's
On
like,
Saturday.
will you take the picture? I was like, sure, I'll take the picture. And then we get up to him, and he goes, I normally take the pictures.
Don't say it like that.
Yes, he did. That is exactly how he said it. I looked at it, go, hey, ain't my camera, so it ain't my phone, so whatever you want to do, I don't care. It's like, here you go, dude.
I think Richard is the only one that you actually took the picture for.
I don't remember which one Richard is. Okay, who is this one?
That's Blake Roman. That's the voice of Angel Dust.
Okay.
And Joel, I can see his name.
Joel Perez. He's the voice of Valentino. I don't have a pop figure of him yet. Or not pop, you choose. I have ordered it.
He was crazy.
No, I haven't. I love him. He's a sweetheart. And I told him and Christian this, but I wasn't really a fan
Sorry.
of their characters to start off with, until I saw them at like videos of them at conventions and just how much they have fun with their characters and how sweet they are to the fans. So their interactions with fans have made me love their characters more. And it was funny because Joel told me, he goes, it is perfectly fine to love to hate Val. Which I love.
You gotta have characters that you love to hate.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the hell of a boss panel, and that's their banner.
Panel.
Do what?
So the absolute unhinged fan.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Man, they had great banners.
They did a great. Whoever did their artwork is fantastic.
I wonder if, yeah.
And
So,
these were the hell of a boss character or actors that were
Voice actors.
panel.
Okay.
Yeah, Richard Horvitz is on the right. Brandon's on the left, and then Vivienne Nixon, who plays Millie, is in the middle. They're
Vivian's
kind of
the only one you didn't get a selfie with, too.
Yeah, of the.
And she was so lonely, Megan.
I didn't have extra money. I had so much money.
We're standing there right next to her, and I'm like, "Hey, Megan, she's lonely. There's nobody here."
But
Yeah.
they're kind of the three main characters of Hell of a Boss.
You know, yeah, I guess I didn't think about each one. You'd have to pay a certain amount to. I mean, that's what we do with Manu Bennett. I remember it was $40 then, and that was 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
And so
I paid for the selfies for all of them. I have for two of them that were there. I have Blake and Amir's signatures already. So I didn't really get any. I didn't get any signatures. But all of the Hazbin, except for Christian, were 30. He was 50, and then Richard was 30 for the selfie, and Brandon was 50 for the selfie. So they were all fairly decently priced.
Matt was 50.
Mm.
Okay, who's this? Obviously, the one is the other one again.
Yeah, there's another Alastor. Actually, no, I think that's the one that won. That's the one that won the competition.
I thought she's the same one.
So tell us, for those who are doing the audio, tell me what we're looking at.
Yeah.
So you're looking at me with another Alastor cosplayer and a Stolas cosplayer who is from Hell of a Boss. He's another pretty big character. His voice actor was supposed to be there, but it got canceled. He would have been one that I met because I love Bryce. Bryce is one of my absolute favorites.
That's another great costume, and the makeup work on that's really good too.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
He's a owl demon.
And I ran into another Boba Fett.
Nice.
And if you notice what I have in my hand there, Steven.
What am I looking at?
I don't know if I can make it bigger. Here, wait a minute. Maybe I can. There we go. Can you see it? I have my water bottle.
It's the yeah. That's the what's the brand?
Corksicle.
Corksicle bottle. Yeah.
Oh shoot! Now I moved it and I can't. Where did my? Hold on. Oh, there it goes. I just had to move it back to the normal size to get my little things back to move it through the pictures. Yeah. So I ran into Boba Fett and I was like, "Oh, dude, I got to get a picture with Boba Fett." And this is more like Boba Fett from the original Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back. Anyway,
right? Not the.
And then Megan with
Christian Vox.
Yeah. So he's the TV head. So if you look up in the background, you can see his character's picture. And
oh yeah, I see that. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
TV for a head.
He was funny because I didn't notice he had a Vox lanyard. I love that.
Oh yeah, I didn't see
he
that
goes,
either.
"Let's get the banner so people know who I am." I'm like, okay, I get that for like people that I show that don't know Hazbin, but anybody that knows Broadway is gonna know who the heck you are because he is one of the biggest Broadway stars that they have in the cast.
I didn't.
You don't know. I know that. That's why I said anyone that doesn't know Hazbin and Broadway. Right. But anyone that knows Broadway would know who he is.
Okay, so let's move on.
And
she met the TARDIS.
Yes.
Nice.
So I actually got a funny story about this booth too. So this is a book booth, and the girl was dressed up as the TARDIS, which was pretty cool.
So it was her booth?
Well, I don't know if it was her booth, but the guy that was running the booth with her, he noticed my '89 Batman hat that I was wearing that day.
Yeah.
And he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey," he says, "I got a book for you."
Was it, go ahead.
It was John Jackson Miller's first Batman book. And I was like, "Oh," I go, "I already have the book. I've already read the book. Oh, and I interviewed the author on my podcast, by the way, John Jackson Miller." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He says, "Well, John's unfortunately in New York." I go, "I know exactly where John's at."
Right. Yeah.
and everything. I was like, "So, yeah, I know. I've been there, bought the t-shirt."
Right.
But it was kind of him. I was like, "Okay, that's pretty cool." And then
it comes out. When does it come out?
It's out. It's out. It came out on the 15th, actually.
Yeah,
so
it came out this week. Yeah.
It came out.
Shoot. I got to get that. Okay.
In fact, I think that was the day. Anyway.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because a little bit later, maybe an hour after we walked by there, I see a post come through from John Jackson Miller from New York Comic Con. He's posting from New York Comic Con.
He is, yeah.
And he posted a picture from St. Louis Galaxy Con of 2 Batmans and a Robin. And I'm like, "Hey, I just passed those Batmans and Robins." So I commented on his post. I said, "Yeah, I just saw those guys. In fact, I just went by that booth." And I says, "The guy tried to sell me your book." And I told him, "Sorry, I already got it, already read it." And I had the author on my podcast.
Yeah.
It was great. It was so fun. Oh, there's 7 Zark 7. Oh yeah. See, his arm got broken off there.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Oh, and there's the
Yeah.
dog. I don't remember what the dog's name is, but yeah. Oh, this is the one Megan was talking about. So yeah, it was great. We're walking along, and all of a sudden, Skeletor comes by, and I was like, "Whoa!" I just went, "Hey, Skeletor!" And he turns around, and he did a pretty good Skeletor voice too, and he had the laugh just perfect. It was great. And as soon as he turns around, he goes, "I know that look." So he come over and take pictures with me, and of course I was laughing the whole time. He had me cracking up. He was so funny.
There's on YouTube. There's gosh, who is it that does it? But he goes, and remember, and he does this,
Yes.
and it does all this funny stuff. They crack me up every time. But
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Oh, that's a good one too.
I love that one. He's laughing, and it was so funny. I thought he should have won the contest, but that's just me. Anyway, and the next one is Megan with Lunette and Molly. I don't know if you know who Lunette and Molly are, but this was a show that Megan watched as a child. Megan does not remember watching this show, but Brendan and I, we were like, "Oh my gosh, you were in love with Lunette and Molly." In fact, Molly's the doll, and Megan, we had bought Megan this gigantic Molly doll that was like as big as her, so she saw Lunette and she's like, "I got to get a picture with Lunette and Molly." So it was cool. That was pretty much for Brenda. And then, we got to make dice trays. This was neat. They had a class, and Megan and I actually made our own dice trays.
Nice.
So it was $15 to take the class, and which included the
materials and stuff.
Yeah, I'm even thinking about maybe us starting to make them, because I'm like, we could do this.
Honestly, they were really easy.
Yeah, they weren't hard. I've been looking at all kinds of videos so we can do more fancy techniques and stuff too. So,
and it was fun.
It was. I liked it. Once we figured out how to do it, it was fun.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
The instructor was a bit scatterbrained.
Yeah. But she was fun.
But she was good. I liked her. She was fun. But yeah, there's mine. There's my completed one. And
is that leather?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's leather.
Okay.
You mark it up where you want to fold it, and then you cut it. You cut the little flaps, and you attach the snaps, and then snap it all together. And there's Megan's.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna go grab my gifts.
Okay, go ahead. All right, and this was Megan with Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus. I didn't watch
childhood.
Another one of Megan's childhood things. Oh, and there's our dice trays completed.
So yours was the dark tan. Hers was the black one.
Yeah, hers is the black one. Hers was the thicker leather, so it was kind of hard to get it folded. And when we got home, Megan's like, "Dad, we probably should have scored it. Scored the lines in it. That's what they call that." Mm-hmm. She's like, "We probably should have scored it on both sides, so maybe it would fold better." So I don't know. Maybe when we get some materials, we'll try doing that.
Yeah.
This was the Clone Wars panel I went to. This had Ashley Eckstein, James Arnold Taylor, and Matt Lantern. And
Matt Lantern was there too, huh?
Yep, Matt was there too. Okay, fantastic panel. Loved it. The camaraderie was great between the three of them. Mm-hmm. And I love their banner that they had up. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they look so similar. I mean, the design types, that I wonder if the con did that.
I'm sure it was, because I mean each one has the Galaxy Con logo on it. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it was Galaxy Con's artists or art director or whatever. And I do have a little bit of the panel. I'm not going to play it on the show. I think I'm going to put the panel clips up on our Ko-fi page. So if
that'd
you
be
see
great.
that, just go to the Ko-fi page, because I don't know what the legalities of that are on YouTube. So I think I'll just throw it on Ko-fi. I think I'm safer there for legal reasons. But
Probably.
but yeah, Jet, Ashley, and Matt, and they were fantastic. I would love to see them all back together again on a show. But who knows? Who knows what the future has to hold? And that was the best picture I could get. The three of them with their heads up at the same time.
Oh,
I caught the last 30 minutes of that panel.
It was a good panel. I had a fun time at that. Oh, here's another one of the floor.
Another of the floor. Excellent. Those are my favorite pictures.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they? And there's more from the.
Really capture the detail of the concrete.
Thank you. I was going for that. So I ran into a Blade cosplayer, and oh my gosh, he was so enthusiastic and so much fun. I was like, "Hey Blade, can I get a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah, you want to hold the spike?" I was like, "Hell yeah." That's cool. So I got the pose with Blade with the spike.
I love it that you're wearing your Rippaverse comic shirt for this day.
Oh yeah, I had my t-shirts picked out for the weekend. I was like, first day I'm wearing my Superman shirt, and the second day I wore a Two Geeks and a Microphone shirt, and the third day I'm like, I'm repping Rippaverse. I had only one person comment on my Rippaverse shirt. I had a bunch of people comment on my Death of Superman shirt, though.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was popular, but
I think I still have two. I have two more that I haven't pressed yet, so I still have two.
Nice
things and stuff. That's cool.
So I thought Blade looked fantastic. He
did. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's an easy cosplay to do, but you had to find the chest plate, and I'm guessing he made it. I didn't really get to talk to him about his costume. Oh, there's another one on the floor. Okay, and here's Megan. I'll let you explain this one because I have no idea what this is.
So they are characters from Soul Eater, which is an anime, which is one of my first animes. So I saw them and I was like, I have to get a picture. The pink-haired one that I'm standing next to, the character name is Krona. It's kind of a villain in the anime. The other girl that I'm standing next to, her character name is Maka, and the scythe that she's holding is Soul. So the way that Soul Eater works is that you have misers and weapons, and the weapons are people that can turn into weapons. So Soul is Maka's weapon. Maka's the miser. And then next to Maka is Blackstar, who is another miser. He has he has a I spent so long since I've watched Soul Eater. I cannot think of her name. I think she's a sword, but I think his weapon is a sword, but they didn't have the weapon. Krona is not. I don't remember how Krona works, but Krona has a giant sword, which you can kind of see in the picture. But I had to get a picture with them because Soul Eater was one of my first animes, and I adore Soul Eater.
This was one of the last ones we saw at the con too. Yeah. We were getting ready to leave. Oh, now I'm at Darth Vader. So I guess that's the end of our photos.
I'm not saying that Darth Vader's choking people that annoyed him was right. I'm just saying that I understand.
I completely understand that.
Right on.
All right, cool. So stop screen, share screen. Oh, you got rid of Megan.
Oh, whoops. Hang on.
I guess she's off the show now.
There, I got it.
So the last thing I wanted to talk about is so if you're planning on going to con, Megan and I learn lessons. And we're going to learn some tips. So the first day on Friday, being somebody who's been to lots of concert events and sporting events in the St. Louis area, I've learned that when you go into the stadiums, you're not allowed to take, drinks. You're not allowed to take, if you bring a bag, it has to be clear and see-through and all this stuff. So I'm applying all this logic to the con. And I come to find out those
conventions are different.
Yeah, conventions are different. And I didn't realize it. I mean, I haven't really been to a real convention since, we went to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And so that first day, we didn't take anything at all. And I was dying of thirst. And everything is overpriced, as far as food-wise goes and drinks-wise goes. Everything is overpriced. There's not a big selection of food to get, and it's more or less stadium food, so it's not the best, So I asked.
So you're saying it was like $8 for a hot dog?
Or more.
Pretty much.
It's crazy, and it's not like a huge hot dog either, So
right.
It's not even as good as the hot dogs that you'd get at the
stadium.
But so I asked. I was like, "Are we allowed to bring water?" And they're like, yeah, you can bring water. It's like, sweet, okay. Megan, we're bringing water bottles tomorrow.
We also brought snacks.
Yes. So that was the other thing. I told her, I says, look, let's go to Walmart. Let's get some snacks. Let's get some sandwiches. Let's get some water. And we'll put it all in a cooler. And we parked at the Lumiere Casino, which is just a couple blocks away from the stadium. So we parked in the parking garage there, and then you walk through the casino and then out and then over past the stadium and down to the convention center. The convention center is connected to the stadium and such. So it was really convenient for us to actually leave the con, go back to our car, refill our water, get some snacks. We ate lunch at our car and everything. And
yeah.
If you are able to, where you're in a situation where you can park close enough to the convention center, I would highly recommend it, because it was very helpful on Saturday. Saturday was the longest day we were there, because we were there from 10 a.m. Well, actually, we were there from about 8:30 a.m. to
I think we left about 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So a good 12, 13 hours. And it really helped to be able to refresh, get something to drink, get something to eat, and stuff, and not pay the convention prices. And,
yeah.
And I got, we got a little bit better food, in my opinion, than what was on the convention.
Right.
Now, that first day we did walk. We decided to leave the convention center and go walk, I'd say about a block away, and there was a High Point restaurant down by it, and so we did have burgers at High Point, which is good. High Point does not sponsor Two Geeks in the Microphone, by the way. Just saying.
I do like their food, though.
Yeah, their food's pretty good. I like it. It's not bad. Not my favorite burger joint. My favorite burger joint would probably be Red Robin.
Okay.
I still like them.
Yum. Anyway, so that's our tips for if you're going to a convention. Please take water with you. That's really, really important. Stay hydrated. Take some type of protein to carry with you. Since it's Halloween, Megan and I I love this. We brought peanuts and candy corn.
Candy corn.
Yes.
Nice.
Megan and I love candy corn. Exactly. If you mix peanuts and candy corn together, they taste just like a payday.
And it's so good.
Oh,
yeah.
It is so good. It's so good.
I think it's much more betterer than a payday bar.
Oh, cheers. We didn't even get a much day. That was the first. That's the first one we got.
Yeah. An hour and a half in the show. This is our longest show, I think.
Sorry. No. This is not our longest show. We've had longer.
No, we've had longer.
We've had longer. But, so yeah, that's it. And yes, to all you candy corn haters, Megan and I love candy corn.
Yes. Give us all the candy corn.
Yes. And obviously we're not the only ones, because they keep making it.
That's correct.
So that is our tips for anyone going to a con. Take water with you. Very important. Take some kind of protein with you, just so that you can snack on a little bit during the day and give you that extra little boost. Because trust me, walking around there tires you out. It's very tiring. So that's it. I think that's it.
Oh, she's got one more. Megan, go ahead.
I
Oh,
want to show my gifts.
oh, sorry. I
What the
forgot.
hell?
Go for it.
So, when you cosplay, there's a good chance that you're gonna get gifts. I found this out.
Okay.
So Saturday, I was dressed as Alastor, and I got an Alastor bracelet, which I think is
Okay.
from Hot Topic, but that's fine.
That's okay.
So I have it, but now I have two. And then
Yeah.
it was funny because I had another one that came up to me. Actually, I think I got this one first. But they were like, I ran out of Alastor bracelets, so here, have a Vox bracelet that they
Nice.
made.
That's funny.
And then Sunday, I was dressed as Husk, who I have a figure for.
Yeah.
I can't. The funny thing is, get back down. Sorry, I'm having trouble putting him down. So I didn't like fully cosplay. I have a full that I wore to the little mini Comic-Con that we had last year.
Yeah, how do you describe your cosplay? You have a description.
I called it a closet cosplay,
There you go.
or more inspired for Husk. Alastor was more of a closet cosplay because I just used my Hot Topic overcoat, and then I had a black t-shirt, black shirt.
What do you mean by closet cosplay? What do you mean by
So
that?
it's just things that I have.
Oh, that you
in
have in
my
your closet in order to try to make. Okay.
To make an outfit close to the character.
Yeah, it's
as
not like
opposed
a
to-
full on,
Yeah, as opposed to
Sure.
making everything myself.
Okay.
Closet cosplay is just kind of something you throw together to make that you have already.
Yeah.
For Husk, I had a sweater that's actually a Queen of Hearts sweater, but he's very card motif. Because I mean, he's got playing cards and dice because he's a gambler. So he's card motif. So
Got
I
to
have
know when to hold them.
I was thinking the same thing.
Know when to fold them. Sorry.
Know
Just kidding.
when to walk away.
I had
know when
this
to run.
sweater, this crop sweater that I really wanted to wear for him, and I had the ears that I bought from Etsy. I got so many compliments on it because people would ask me about the ears, and I said, I don't know, I just bought them on Etsy, and then I said something about not being really creative, and I had this one Charlie cosplayer. She was like, "No, you put together that outfit, and you did fantastic. It looks amazing, and it is so Husk." And they hyped me up.
Aw.
But so my gifts for when I was dressed as Husk, the reason I didn't go to the Clone Wars panel is because there was a Hazbin cosplay meetup, so I went to that, and we were taking
cool.
pictures. There was a I don't know where his figure is, but there was a Serpentious, who I've showed the figure before. He has these little egg boy minions. And there was a Serpentious cosplayer that was handing out little 3D printed egg boys. So I got an egg boy.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
There was a guy that cosplayed as an egg boy. And
that was
again,
really cool.
I don't care for the
I should have
show,
taken a
but
picture of that.
some of the cosplay was amazing.
It's pretty impressive.
We should have got a picture of him.
That guy got highlighted in the panel at the Hazbin panel.
Yeah.
Because so they're tiny little egg boys. They're literally just eggs.
Mhm.
So they're short and small. And actually, Blake Roman does the voice for them too. So this guy had like the pinstripe suit because they have a pinstripe suit to kind of match Pinchas. And then his whole head, his head was the egg boy. And on his chin, he had the little legs and had arms hanging down. It was really cool.
He should have been in the costume contest.
Yeah,
I think he
should've.
could have won something, honestly.
But we were walking up to the final cosplay contest because they had one like each night. And I had somebody who I was actually going to stop because they had a TARDIS backpack. and I wanted to stop them and say I like their backpack. But they saw me first, I guess, and started digging through their bag. And they were like, "Hey, wait, you're cosplaying as Huss. Do you want this angel drawing that I did earlier?"
Oh, I remember that one.
Aw.
So I was like, "Yes." So I got gifts for dressing up, and I love that.
That's cool. That's pretty cool.
I got nothing. I got to quote Charlie Brown. I got a rock.
We saw Charlie Brown.
Yeah, we did, and he had a
And he had a
bag
bag
that said, "I've got a rock."
Nice.
It was pretty funny.
There's
Okay.
a lot of cosplayers, and that made me really happy. Not just Hazbin.
No, there were a lot of fabulous costumes. We saw a lot of Raven this year. Raven from Teen
Yeah.
Titans, and I was
I
like,
still don't know
wow.
why.
I mean, I probably saw, I don't know, a good 10 Ravens walking around there. It's like, dang, there goes another Raven. And, there's nothing really going on with the Teen Titans right now. So I was like, that's interesting. Why is Raven so popular this year? But I was happy she was. That was a cool highlight. But yeah, we saw tons of great costumes. If nothing else, it's fun to go just walk around and look at all the different costumes that
I
people
love
wear.
seeing people.
What's really
cosplay.
cool is I remember that a lot of those folks that are doing the concert are super nice and they're having fun and you're just having fun together. I mean, there's, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the camaraderie was great. It was a fun time.
Yeah, good way to put it. Yes.
All right.
Very nice.
I think that was mine and Megan's trip to St. Louis 2025 St. Louis Comic Con or Galaxy Con.
Galaxy Con.
I got to get Comic Con out of my head because that's not really what it is. It's Galaxy.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go next year.
Yeah.
Well,
very cool.
Let's see what's
I did look up about Wizard World. The Wizard World Conventions brand is no longer active. In 2021, the company sold its fan convention division to Fan Expo HQ.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So there you have it.
That's weird because Fan Expo isn't as big. Because I think GalaxyCon is bigger than Fan Expo.
Well, I didn't think this expo was as big as the one we all went to, 10 years ago, though, which that was
I chalk that up to it's the first.
Yeah, I agree.
Years.
It's their first one. Yeah. So are they going to do it yearly? They said they're going to do it.
Yeah, they're already planning the second year. So
nice.
The weekend of October 25th next year.
I mean, this was the first for St. Louis. It's not the first Galaxy Con.
No, there's been plenty of Galaxy Cons.
All over the place. So, but yeah, this is the first major geek convention that I've seen in St. Louis in a long time. So I was happy about it. It was cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Very
that's
fun.
our trip to Galaxy Con.
Nice.
That took almost 2 episodes.
Sure did. Sure did. But that's okay. That's okay. That was great. It was great hearing the stories. I love that when you sent the whole thing with Matt Ryan. I couldn't wait. Love that story. Just giving you a chance to get connected with him. That was fabulous.
It was so, and he was such a nice guy. It was so,
genuinely every celebrity I met was really, really nice.
Yeah, they all seemed nice. There wasn't one that I seemed to be ill-willed. Now, I do know the 3 Geeky Dads had a bad interaction with Lou Ferrigno at a con they went to.
We didn't interact with him, so.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
It would have been funny to go up to Lou and ask him to say, "Can you say I give it 110%?"
Didn't you try that? Wasn't he at Wizard World when we went?
I wanted to, but I didn't have the money to go meet Lou Ferrigno, just try and get him to say that. But yeah, I wanted to do that and put it on my voicemail as, for when you call me. I wanted him to say something like, Mike's not here right now. He's giving it 110%, just to bug your mother. Lou Ferrigno was on Celebrity Apprentice one time. And every time he was on camera, he would say, "I'm giving it 110%.
Yeah.
And Brenda would get so mad. And then I started ribbing her after that and just saying it all the time and just, would you stop saying that? So it would have been fantastic if
Is it one of those we could have made it a drinking game and we'd all be dead?
Oh yes. Yes. He said it that much
Anytime
time.
he spoke.
Yeah.
Everything was 110%.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was so over the top. I guess that's Lou Ferrigno, though.
I guess so. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's pretty funny. That's some funny stuff right there. Well, I guess we're wrapping up, everybody. So let's see. Real quick, don't forget to check out our website, 2geeksmic.com. That's the number 2 GEEKSMIC.com. That's the hub for all things 2 Geeks. You get to all of our other stuff. You can get to our Ko-fi page and get to our merch page. And you'll see kind of the shows that we have coming up, which it's not updated because we still got to decide what we're going to do this next month.
We're going to work on that after the show right now.
Oh, gosh. I may have to run an errand, though, after.
So do I.
Right. So
let's hurry this up.
Yeah, that's right. So everybody, let's go. Also check out our merch page. You can get to it from our main page, but you can also go to 2geeksmicmerch.com as well. And then also check out our Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com. We do special things for those that help support us. We got like a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and a $3 tier. They're not like other ones. We just, all the money we do goes to help pay for here for just to go live stream and have the podcast and stuff. That's all we use it for. And the latest release of something that's really for our supporters is my book, Spiritual Sight. You get it before anybody else. I actually put it there last weekend. And then Wednesday is when it went up live on Amazon, the Kindle version. Yay. And hopefully next week we'll have the paperbacks. That will be available in the small fiction paperback style. So the cream color paper and the whole bit kind of a thing. So
Stephen is officially a fiction author.
Fiction author. That's right. And so now that I've released it, now I know that what I've heard is if you, what was it? You were telling me this some time ago. Once you release your first book, you better have your second book, in the can and ready.
I'm still working on mine.
Right. Mine's I'm still working on the outline for the sequel to this one. So
my outline's done. I'm working on it, but yeah, I'm only halfway through.
Right. Yeah. So,
anyway.
So with that, everybody don't forget to check us out there as well on our Ko-fi page. We just appreciate everybody's support and thank you so much. Mike?
Yes, and if you made it this far, please make sure and go and like us on all the socials. We are available on Facebook, Instagram. I'm building that account as we speak. Getting some more likes each day, so keep liking it over there. If you're an Instagram user, you can follow us over there. I don't remember what our handle is over there. Sorry. Just search for 2 Geeks and a Microphone or 2 Geeks Mic, and I think you'll find us. And then, of course, we are on X. We are streaming every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest because I don't like math. And we stream live on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. And we are actually live on Rumble. I got the link right this morning. So
nice.
Welcome, Rumble watchers. Thank you. Anyway. And so with that said, I guess I'll close this out. Thank you for sitting with us for this long episode. Megan and I had a great time at GalaxyCon in St. Louis. And please do not Steven skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. And cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you for joining us today on the 2 Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,